Fame drivers, and it was quite a thrill to see them all in the winner's circle prior to tonight's third race. Let's take a look at the field right now. Number 1, Meadowview Hanover at 15-1 with Delinsco. Impressive Ann and Carmine Abatello at 9-2. Crown Regal with Hervé Filion at 17. Classic Somali sent off at 60-1 with Bob Farrington. Number 5, Costa Lobel 7-2 with Delvin Miller. Whitehall at 8-1 with Stanley Dancer. The favorite in the race is Tarport Miller at 4-5, and Bill O'Donnell, the only non-Hall of Famer in this race, has the driving assignment, as Stan pointed out at the top. One day he, of course, will be in the Hall of Fame. And finally, number 8, E.J. Frost at 18-1 with Howard Beisinger. This is a trot. The purse here is $10,000. Field of 8.
And they're off. Hervé Filion leaving with Crown Regal, and Delinsco is out fast with Meadowview Hanover. Bill O'Donnell is there on the outside, racing third with Tarport Miller. Carmine, the red man, with Impressive Ann down on the inside. Trotting in fourth position, Bob Farrington has Classic Somali at the rail. E.J. Frost with Howard Beisinger parked out. Delvin Miller is racing seventh early with Costa Lobel, and Stanley Dancer with Whitehall as they round the first turn. Delinsco takes the field past the quarter with Meadowview Hanover 30 and 1/5 seconds first quarter. On to the backstretch. Meadowview Hanover leads the way. Here comes Bill O'Donnell with Tarport Miller on the outside. And they're moving strongly. Crown Regal, Hervé Filion now has him trotting in third position. A gap of 3 back to Howard Beisinger and E.J. Frost. Carmine Abatello with Impressive Ann is fifth toward the rails. Stanley Dancer has moved up in the pack now with Whitehall. They're racing sixth on the outside. Then Bob Farrington and Classic Somali, Del Miller and Costa Lobel. Halfway home in 59 and 2/5 seconds, and it's Meadowview Hanover, the leader, into the final turn. Tarport Miller racing second on the outside. Here comes Stanley Dancer with Whitehall now, and they're charging up and making their move for the lead. And Delvin Miller now follows that move with Costa Lobel around the far turn. Delinsco still holding on to the lead with Meadowview Hanover there in front by a head, and Stanley Dancer with Whitehall. They're matching stride for stride. Just in behind them, Bill O'Donnell with Tarport Miller on the rail. On the outside, Del Miller and Costa Lobel. They're poised for the stretch drive. Carmine Abatello has Impressive Ann just 5 lengths off the lead. Then they were at 3/4 in 1:29 and 3. Coming into the final 8, it's Whitehall with a short lead. Insco coming back with Meadowview Hanover on the inside. Del Miller and Costa Lobel. Carmine there on the outside, and Tarport Miller with Bill O'Donnell in behind them. They're coming to the finish, and Stanley Dancer going to work on Whitehall, leading the way as they come to the wire, and Whitehall does it.
I don't know if Stanley Dancer should ever be 8-1. He was here tonight, and Whitehall is able to get home first.
Probably should be 8-1 with a horse that's won 4 out of 6 starts this year and gets his 5th victory in 7 starts here. And for those who were here and watched Stanley win the Hambletonian with Duena a few years back, there's a reminiscent scene right there of the high whipping action of Dancer, and Whitehall, a Keola Hanover 3-year-old, responds and wins the Hall of Fame trot.
And tomorrow night, Stan Bergstein will talk with Stanley Dancer right here on the Racing from the Meadowlands program. We'll look forward to that. Tonight, Stanley Dancer's in the winner's circle with Whitehall, 1840, 420, and 320. Tarport Miller, 320, 240. Costa Lobel, 360. The 6-7 exacta, $54.20.